day everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan and we're going to do a nice little half-hour Pilates class today. So, let's get connected with our breath. Pilates stance, heels together, feet into a V. Now the breathing is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now when you exhale, I want you to engage your belly. So basically suck your gut in every time you exhale. So the letter, like the letter H in hollow. All right, nice and smooth. So you're inhaling through the nose, out into the chest, thoracic breathing, exhale. All right, so just slow the breath down. It's a slow, complete breath, all right? Now for the first 5 breaths on the exhale only, I want you to engage the thighs tight, pelvic floor, bring it up, belly button to spine, buttocks tight, and visualize you've got a belt and you're tightening the ribs. So basically just engage on everything. Just for the first 5 breaths. Arms to the side. Let's go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Squeeze everything. Keep going. 2 more. These are called pillars or press points. Big breath. 1 more. All right, and relax. Release the heels, roll the shoulders out. So we do a lot of stretches between the exercises, and the stretches are just normal breathing. Now a little clue or a little visualization for your breath, if it helps. When you're inhaling, I want you to visualize you've got a balloon right underneath your ribs. So when you're inhaling, you're filling up that balloon. And when you're exhaling, you're squeezing all the air out of the balloon. All right? So just a little help there. All right, so let's do a warm-up. The warm-up, the rest of the class, I want you just to focus on belly button to spine. So let's go. Inhale up. And and couple more. Up. So just warming up the body. Like it gives you the opportunity one more time to connect with the breath. Get that breath going. Down and roll the shoulders up. All right, let's do some calf raises. So what we're going to do here is you're going to come up on the balls of the feet, come all the way down. So this is going to really work us on the toe, foot, ankle, lower leg muscles, but also on your balance. So from here, I want you to find a little spot on the floor right in front and just stare at it. All right, it'll help you with your balance. Now the arms, they can stay to the side, or if you want, you can bring them up to the ceiling. All right, so just do what you can. It's just a warm up. Let's go. Inhale up. And keep going. Oh, yeah. Not like that. And again, up. Nice and strong. Now, the next time you're up, let's see if we can stay there. Breathe. And down, all the way down. Now roll the shoulders up, roll up the ankles. Shake the legs out, release the calf. Like I said, it's normal breathing for the stretches. All right. And let's do another one. Arms to the side of the body. Inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, arms down, look forward. Again to the left. And this is a gentle warm-up for the shoulders, releasing the chest, and also a very gentle neck stretch. Again. One more to whatever side you're going to. And down. And roll the shoulders out. All right. Let's try one more. So this one again is going to focus on your balance, but also the strength of the toe, the foot, the ankle, and the leg. So let me show you this one here before we do it. So again, we're going to make sure the left foot is nice and anchored into the floor. You're just going to get the right one off the floor. Up and down. It doesn't matter how high, just get it off the floor if you can. If you find this is a bit challenging, just do this. Just tap it up and down, that's all. All right, so position of the arms. Again, side of your body. If you want to go a little bit deeper with this one, you can try this with genie arms if you'd like. Again, find your focal point on the floor, and when you're ready, let's go. Inhale up, and then exhale down. You can tap or hover on the way down. Inhale up. Stare at that spot on the floor. One more time, up. And bring it down. Nice and slow. Release the arms, roll the shoulders out, shake it out. All right, let's try the other side. So get that foot nice and anchored into the floor. Nice and tall, being aware of your posture. Position your arms wherever they need to be. Let's go. Inhale up. And one more. And up. And down. All right, and relax. Roll the shoulders out. Shake those legs out. All right, so let's get right down onto the floor. We're going to do some swimming. So I want you to lay down right on the mat. I'm going to go a little sideways so you can see me here. All right. Pelvis and hips nicely anchored into the floor. I want you to reach out with the arms. So what we're going to do here is you're going to do the opposite. You're going to inhale, left arm, right leg, and exhale down. Now when you lift your leg off the floor, focus on using your buttock and your hamstring. Even though we're working on strengthening the lower back, try not to use your lower back. Lots of muscles in your buttock. Upper body, lower body coordination. Make sure you're looking at the floor. Just get it off the floor. Don't worry about how high. Let's go. Inhale up and exhale down. You can tap or you can hover. Inhale up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time, up, stay here, breathe. And down. All right, just relax. Take a couple of just normal breaths, all right? Then we're gonna go to the other side. So, right arm, left leg. Again, ready? Let's go. Inhale up, through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Belly button to spine, don't forget. Keep going. And don't hold your breath. And up. Now, the next time you're up, we're going to stay there. Bring it up, breathe. One more. Down. All right. So we're going to take a little stretch before we go to the next one. So the stretch is called the little shell. So come up very slowly. Your back is probably really tight. Open up the knees, and I want you to lean back. You can rest on your forearms. You don't have to put your head on the floor. So this is called the shell. It's a wonderful full body stretch. This is normal breathing. Just gives you the opportunity to really stretch out the back, your spine. Maybe release the hips, the buttocks, all right? It's a nice kind of a go-to stretch. It's similar to child's pose in our yoga class, but you don't have to put your head on the floor. It's just a nice little stretch. Now from here, come up to table. We're going to gently roll, get onto the side along the back of the mat, length of the mat. So from here, we're going to work some hips. All right, so again, everything we do, take it easy. If it doesn't feel good, remember, you don't have to do it. You can make little adjustments to find the place that feels good for you. And if it's going to aggravate a condition or cause you pain, think about it before you do it, all right? Or don't do it. Now, come all the way down. You can rest your head in your hand, or if you want, you can come all the way down here. Now, I want you to make sure you're along the back of the mat. The side of your body is nice and anchored into the floor. Hips are nice and square. Knees are stacked. So we're going to do one. This is your kickstand. Put it down on the floor. Help stabilize you. So we're going to do our book and our clam. So the clam, you're going to keep your heels together. You're just going to open up the knees. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. That's it. This is all about the hips and the muscles around the hip as well. The quads, the hamstring, the buttock, pelvic floor muscles, of course, abdominals. Focusing on the muscles around the hip. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And try to relax the shoulders. Follow the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, belly button to spine. Don't forget, don't hold the breath. Inhale up. So always engaging the belly button. So kissing your spine with your belly button on the exhale. And one more time. Up, stay here, breathe. And let's rest. Take the top knee and just bring it onto the floor. If you want to straighten the bottom one a little bit and just relax. This is our go-to stretch. Just releasing any tension as it accumulates. Lengthening, stretching the muscles up. If you need to bring yourself all the way down, come all the way down quickly. Little rest. They're not long. It's just enough time to slow things down. Slow down the heart rate and the blood. I should say the breathing. Let's come back into that position now. Knees are stacked, hips are lined up. Let's do our book. With the book, you're going to release the foot. You're going to come up and down. All right, so make sure the foot doesn't go up way up here. The foot, trying to line the foot up to the knee and up to the hip. If you can't get very high, don't worry. Just do what you can. Let's go. Inhale up and this is called the book. Down. One more time. Up. Stay here. Breathe. Bring it down. All right. Now I want you to straighten your legs and roll onto your belly. So this next one here, this is a transition to the other hip. This is called the heel beats. So pelvis and hips nicely anchored into the floor. You can rest your chin on your stacked hands or lift your head up a little bit if you'd like. Keep the knees on the floor. All I want you to do is get your feet slightly off the floor. We're going to click our heels. That's it. So this is working the glutes and the buttocks, isolating, engaging our buttocks. Let's go. Feet off the floor. Click those heels as fast as you can, but slow breathing. So the faster you go, the more fire you're going to feel into your buttocks. And this is exactly what I want you to do. Nice and fast, but keep the breath nice and slow. So you have to think about it. Concentrate on what you're doing. And these are called heel beats. Two more breaths. One more. And down. Rest your legs. Just relax. Let your legs kind of go slack. Let your buttocks go slack. So now we're going to go to the other hip, but let's take a stretch before we get there into our little shell. Now come up very slowly because your lower back might be a little tight. So always be very gentle. Ease yourself into your stretch always. Nice and slow. It's the time to slow down the breath, the heart rate. Even though Pilates is not, it's a very low impact, it's not designed as a cardio, but you might get your heart up rate a little bit here and there. Just slow it down. All right, when you're ready, let's go to the other side. Let's reposition ourselves. Let's work that other hip. So along the back of the legs. Now, again, with my classes, I always offer some little extra padding. If you find you need it to put underneath the hip, on the knees or the wrists, it's always good to have a little extra padding. If you feel you need it, it makes all the difference. Just a little bit of adjustment like that makes things a little more comfortable. You can use a thin blanket or a thin pillow or a very thin towel as well. Now let's get ourselves set up for this side here. Now resting your head in your hand. Now, side of my body's nice and anchored, kickstand is down, knees are stacked, hips are nice and lined up. Let's do our clam. Keep the heels together. Inhale up and and up. Stay here. Breathe. One more breath. Bring it down and rest. Slowly bring it onto the floor. Just let it relax. You can straighten the bottom leg if you want. All right. It gives you enough time just to let everything go. Relax the hip, the quads, the hamstrings, whatever's tight. So what we want to do is just release the tension as it accumulates, and then you're ready to do a little bit more. All right, so let's try another one. Hips are lined up again, knees are stacked. Let's do our book. Inhale up, and it doesn't matter if you can't get your leg up very high, even if you move it a little bit. If, again, this is really going to aggravate your hip, then you don't have to do it. Even if you do one, doesn't matter. But you have to listen to your body, respect your limitations always. and honor how your body feels. Let's go one more time. Up, stay here, breathe. So we're working on strengthening the muscles in the core and our abdominal muscles and our lower back. And bring it down. All right, so we're gonna roll onto our backs. We're gonna do a nice little stretch to stretch those hips out. Now this one is called the Reverse Pigeon. We do this in our yoga class as well, but today it's just a stretch. Now, left leg up, right foot on top of the left knee. You can bend the left one. One hand on the right knee, one behind the left thigh, and gently pull. This is normal breathing, it's just a stretch. This is a nice stretch for the right hip area, the whole part. The hip, the buttock, the quads, the hamstrings, the pelvic floor muscles, the lower back. This you can go as far as you'd like. And when you're ready on your own, go to the other side. Now this is a really nice stretch for your sciatic nerve as well. Decompressing that nerve. And then go into a hug. This is still a stretch. Let's hug, and I want you to rock. Stretch that back out, release your spine, stretch, give yourself a little massage, and then quickly straighten your legs and bring your arms over your head and stretch your body out. Just lengthen your body. Perfect. Now from here, we're gonna stay on our back. We're gonna get our legs up to the ceiling, all right? Now, I usually, for those of you, getting your legs up to the ceiling takes a lot of core strength, a lot of power in your belly. Our legs are very heavy. So I have beginners in my class, I usually offer them a strap. And if you find that helps, you can hold on to the strap, and that helps hold your legs up if you find you need to do that, all right? Otherwise, legs are up. If you find bending your knees a little bit helps, you can bend your knees a bit. So we're going to do an open V, only as wide as the mat. Open and close. Let's go. Heel up, and then toe. Relax the shoulders. Open and close. Exhale, close. Working the inner thighs. Inhale, open. 2 more. And this is the open V. Open, stay here, breathe. One more breath. And close, bend, and go right into your hug. Stretch that lower back out right away and rock. If you need to stretch your legs out, you can do that as well. Stretch them out. Now, when you're done your little stretches, take your time. I want you to bring yourself up to a seated position, all right? From here, roll the shoulders out. Okay, so we're going to work on our boat pose, all right? I'll give you a couple of different ways to do this one here. So again, sitting nice and tall. Anything we do from a seated position, very important that your back stays straight and your neck is long and you're looking forward. So you're not like this, all hunched over, all right? Nice and straight. Using the strength of your spine, the muscles up and down your back with your abdominals to help keep you level and strong and from rolling over, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to roll up just like this. I'm going to hold on to the back of the legs, elbows wide. Now, the full boat is coming all the way up here. If that's going to be a little bit too much for you, here, even if you end up just hanging out here, it doesn't matter. Whatever is good for you. Keep the breath going, all right? Roll the shoulders a little more. Just relax. Don't overthink it. Rock up. Take your breath. Exhale. Now the progression to this one here, as you get stronger, is to release the hands. But hold on to the legs if that helps. Breathe. And one more breath. Down. Come forward very slowly and let's rest. This is our go-to stretch. Anytime we have a seated position, this is where you can come and rest. Now, this is where I want you to just round your back. Now you can relax. Round your shoulders, bow your head, rest your belly, rest your back. Perfect. And come back up. Roll it out. All right, so now we're going to do our low boat. That was the high boat. Now we're going to do the low boat. A couple of different ways to do this one here. Again, really working on a lot of power, strength of the abdominal muscles, but working lower back as well. Everything works together. I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this one here. If you can, just rest on your forearms. All I want you to do is get your legs, your feet off the floor. Just get them off the floor a little bit, all right? When you're in this position, I want you to really focus on using your abdominal muscles and not your neck, all right? Now that's one version. For those of you who are a little bit stronger, you can do it this way, all right? So either way is fine. I'll do it with my arms on the floor this time. Resting on the forearms and the elbows. Look up to the ceiling. Take your breath. Exhale. Breathe. One more. Arm, legs down. Push yourself up very, very slowly. And right into your stretch. Rest your belly, with a little fire in your belly with that one. Roll the shoulders out. All right, so we're going to do another one from a seated position. All right, now this particular one is called the bottom walk. So this one is specifically for your bottom, for your buttock and your glute. All right, so from here, sitting nice and tall, being aware of your posture. All right, nice and proud. So from here, if you'd like, you can lean. I'm going to give you two positions for your arms. You can lean back. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the right heel, you're going to slide it up. Now to the cusp of the knee or along the calf, whatever feels good for you, and you're going to slide it down. That's it. Now when you bring your knee up, I want your knee, keep it as straight as you can. Try not to have your knee way out here, all right? Depending on how your thighs and your hips feel. If it's out a little bit, no big deal, but not way out here, all right? So you're going to inhale up and exhale, slide down. So if you want, you can kind of rest on your arms and do it this way. If you prefer to sit with a straight spine, you can do it with genie arms if you'd like, all right? So sitting nice and tall, let's start with the right one. Inhale, slide it up, and then slide it up till you're flat foot, and then push it down. So you're just sliding the heel up and down. Keep going, inhale up, and keep going. And this is called the bottom walk. You're going to feel a little bit of, you'll feel the quads as well and your hip flexors, but focusing on the buttock. The next time you come up, stay here. Breathe. Keep that breath going, belly button to spine every time you exhale. Don't forget, and down. Release the arms, roll the shoulders out. Release any tension you might have in the shoulders, roll it out. All right, let's try the other side. So again, if you prefer to sit like this, absolutely, or if you want to sit straight spine, genie arms. Let's go, left leg. Inhale up, and push it down. And I want you to visualize kissing your spine with your belly button. Every time you exhale, suck your gut in, squeeze it tight on the exhale. One more up, stay here. One more. And down. All right. And release and roll the shoulders up. All right, let's do, pardon me, let's do one more. So I want you to get yourself onto your back. Now the next one we're going to do is called toe taps. This one is specifically for the lowest part of your abdominal muscles. It's working all of them, but focusing on the lowest part by our belly button area. So back is nice and anchored, arms are on the floor. I want you to bring your legs into table. What we're going to do is you're going to inhale, you're going to tap your toe, and you're going to exhale up. That's it. Ready? Let's go. Inhale, tap. Exhale up. And these are called toe taps. Again, keep going. Take that big breath. Inhale completely. Exhale, belly button to spine. Two more. And now the next time you tap, stay here. Breathe. One more. Now, from here, bring your knees up. Very gently go right into your hug and stretch that lower back. Release the tension of the lower back right away. Because as you're working on, you engage your abdominal muscles, you're working the lower back. So always make sure you stretch it out. All right, perfect. And stretch yourself out a little bit if you'd like. Just normal breathing. Now the 5 principles of our Pilates practice. Concentration, centering, precision, control, and breathing. So every move you make, you have perfect control, even if it's just one. So now I want you to get onto your hands and knees very gently, slowly. So we're going to do some cat and cow. This is just to stretch normal breathing. Head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine, and then arch the back, chin to chest. This is a really nice stretch. When you come up in your cow, you feel a stretch into your abdominals, into your chest. And when you get into your little cat, this is where you want to lengthen that spine, stretch that back out. Upper back and lower back. We do this in our yoga class as well. And from here, I want you to get yourself up to standing. Come all the way up. All right. I'm going to do a couple of stretches and we're done. Now the stretches we're doing now are just normal breathing. Nice wide V. Bring the right arm up and I want you to reach. And lengthen that body. Reach out with those fingers. Stretch from fingertips right down to that ankle. A lateral flexion of the spine as well. So really taking care of our spine and come up. Use your core muscles to help you move. Come all the way. And reach. This is a V lateral stretch. We do this in our yoga class as well. Bring yourself up. All the way. Stretch. Lengthen that body. Stretch that belly out. From here, prepare for V straddle split. Hinging at the hips. Now, if this makes you dizzy, put your hands on your knees and just come down halfway. If you can, hands on the floor. Fingertips, knuckles, hands on the floor. Open up your legs wider. This is a wonderful full body stretch, V straddle split. Lengthening the spine. Now, when you're ready, let's walk our hands to the left. The closer you get to the left foot, the deeper the stretch you feel into the back of the left hamstring. Inner thigh of the right leg, right side of the body. On your own when you're ready. Go to center, go to the other side. And when you're ready, come back to center. Bend the knees, come up very slowly so you don't get dizzy. Reverse the blood flow. Let's get those feet together. And I want you to give yourself a big hug for coming out. And a clap for us, for me and you, and thank you, and we're done. That's our little half-hour quickie Pilates class. So if you're not familiar with the breath, you want to practice the breath, just do it. You don't even have to do anything, even just sitting down, and every time you exhale, basically suck your gut in. Just doing that, you're engaging your core muscles without even moving. So that's a nice way to practice your breath. So today is January 10th of 22, so thank you for joining me, and I'll do a few more classes next week or so. I'm off work now for a couple of weeks again, so that's why I haven't been doing a lot of any new videos, because since September I've been back to work, and I work 5 days a week. I teach 14 classes a week, so I'm pretty busy, but it's nice to see you again. So thanks again. Get outside, get some sun on your face, go play in the snow, and take it easy. And thanks again for joining me. My name is Susan. We'll see you soon.